Hello guys, as I already said in some of my previous videos, in the past I had some issues with the Salmo Thrill. For some reason they were just peeling like onions, and this is the result. As you can see, I already have 6 pieces that are peeled, one that it's having a broken lip that I'm hoping that I will be able to fix it, and another one that it's just having this color that for some reason I haven't been able to catch any fish no matter how hard I try. So the first step, after removing of course all the split rings and all the treble hooks, it's just to take a cutter and do your best to remove all this material that you can see in here. As you can see, it's peeling in a very strange way, and of course that in my point of view this is not okay at all. Oh, just incredible. Have a look. Perfect. Okay, that was easy. Now I will just do the same thing for all of them. Once they are all clean, just take some fine sandpaper and try to clean them as well as you can. This thing is done especially to prepare the lure for the base layer, that in my case will be white. As you can see, some previous models like this one or even this one, they are not peeling as well as the other ones, some newer models, so that's why I haven't cleaned them that well. I will just use some sandpaper in this case, clean them, and just do a base layer, a white base layer that will help me for the coloring. Once you're done with the sandpaper, just don't forget that it's better to touch the lures only with some gloves on. Yeah, this thing should work. Now the lure is clean and it's ready to be painted all in white as a base layer. Okay, I would say that will work. Now these here are my Salmo Thrills that are now cleaned and ready for the base layer. As I already said, from this moment on it's better to just use the gloves to be sure that you won't damage the surface that you just cleaned with some sandpaper. Before you're starting with the painting, just be sure that you have covered your lip. This will save you plenty of work and time once the painting is done. So now I will just go with a white base layer that will help my colors pop. This should work just fine. Okay, so now all 8 of them are completely white. Considering that I have 8 pieces, I will just go with 4 of them in some natural colors, while the other 4 I will just do some crazy colors. I was always curious about how a Salmo Thrill in some crazy color could work, so now it's the best chance to give him a try. I have here 4 different colors. I will just make 1 yellow, 1 green, 1 orange and 1 in pink. Hopefully they will catch some fish. So now let's just start with the painting. On the lures that I'm planning to do in natural colors, I will just spray some pearl white on the sides. That will definitely make some flashes that will drive crazy the asp. You can definitely see that pearl white over there. Considering that I will be fishing these lures quite fast, I won't go crazy with the details. So I will just add some silver here on the upper side and a little bit on the back. Yeah, that should work. Now that I'm done with the silver, I will just add some black, in this case some pearl black, on its back. I don't want to put too much black. And this should work. Now I have some black on the back, I have some silver and some pearl white on the sides, and the only thing left is to add just a drop of red or orange in this area over here. Now, as I already said, the only thing left to do is to add just a little bit of red in this area, and I will just put some red here in the back. Something like this should be quite okay. As I said, I have 4 natural colors. On 2 of them I put some red. Instead, on the other 2 I will just add some orange in this area over here, and I will just put something in this area over here, and that should work just fine. Sometimes, as I already said, this little detail can make a difference. Now that I'm completely done with the natural colors, I will just go with the other 4. As I already said, one of them will be orange, this fluorescent orange. And that thing should be quite okay. The other color will be this crazy pink that in some conditions work just great for the asp. And this should be quite okay. The third one will be this crazy yellow that I know that it worked for some other species and sometimes for the asp, so I was always curious how a Salmo Thrill will work with this color. And the last one, I was planning to make it green, but I just changed my mind after I found this color in my box. So I just put some silver on the sides, and I will just go with this pearl yellow-green color, I don't know how to call it, on the back and a little bit on the side. It will look quite similar to the other one that I just made to this one, but I know that this color it's working great, and I just have to try something with a little bit of silver on the side. So here are the 8 Salmo Thrills that I just repainted. I have my natural colors, I have some crazy colors, and now there are only 2 things left to be done. To put some eyes on, that I will put in a couple of hours, and immediately after that to cover them with some protective layer. Once we are done with the painting, it's time to put some eyes on. In the meantime, I just made a small detail here on the gill, just using this stencil that I made just on some usual paper and nothing special, but I just forgot to record it. To put the eyes, I will just use a drop of glue, and after that I will just add some eye on. I rather use this glue just to be sure that I won't have any surprises with these eyes, because in the past I had a few surprises with them and I just don't want to repeat the same thing. I will just go with this natural eye for these natural colors, and for the crazy colors I will just go with these completely black eyes. Okay, so now we are done with the painting, we have our eyes on, so the lure is ready to be covered with some protective layer. I think that it's been a little bit more than 10 years that I'm using this resin over here, but you can just use whatever you want. It's not much to be said in this case, because you will just have to follow the instruction, and once the resin is ready, I'm using this small piece of wood to cover the lures with it. Yes, here it comes. Whoa. So it worked, and it also looks like a good fish. Come on, come on, I just don't want you to go in those rocks. So here it is, the Salmo Thrill, the yellow Salmo Thrill. I will just use my net, because this is not a very friendly spot, so just to avoid any kind of surprises. Okay, buddy, that's a good one. Whew. Here we go. Nice. So here it goes. A perfect way to start the day. Are you ready, buddy? Thank you.